Welcome back to the final episode of the first season of the Salford City Road to Glory. Don't forget to subscribe and to hit the bell notification button so you don't miss out on any content for the channel. Well, it's finally here, the last month of the season. Will we be crowned champions, or will we spectacularly blow our chances of winning the league? So after receiving feedback from you guys, we're going to do things a little bit different for the final episode. We're actually going to play the last 5 remaining games of the season. Don't worry, we're only going to show key highlights from the games that we play, and hopefully that will include us lifting the trophy. So this episode will cover the final games of the season against Swindon Town, Carlisle United, Leyton Orient, Morecambe and Cheltenham Town. We start off with some transfer news, and we can report that Easter and Luke Armstrong will be both leaving us when the transfer window reopens. It's a good bit of business for the club, as both of them have not played a lot of football at all with us this season. Up first is an away trip to Swindon Town. Swindon currently sit third, so they'll be pushing for the win. So this is the starting 11 for Swindon Town today. So they're opting for a 4-4-2 flat formation today. Their main danger man is Owen Doyle. We'll have to keep an eye on him. Salford team is pretty much unchanged apart from Kapuska will be back in after international duty. We are sticking with our trusted formation today, and hopefully we will prevail and get the win. So that's kick-off, and we're looking for a positive performance from the lads to see if we can get the points we need. Half chance for Swindon as Grant plays a nice 1-2 with Doyle, but he scuffs his shot wide. Jervis finds Colin on the edge of the box as he manages to find some space for a shot, but the defender takes the pace off it and the keeper gathers comfortably. From a throw-in, Linden finds Musgrove, who threads the ball through to Doyle, and he cannot miss. It's 1-0 to Swindon. That's a cool finish from Doyle, not the start that we were looking for. Straight from the kick-off, we look to bounce back. There's a good passage of play, but unfortunately the killer pass is missing as Elliott cannot find Jervis. The half-time whistle blows and we head into the break 1-0 down. We get the second half underway. We need a positive start from the lads to try and get ourselves back into the match. We're starting to build a little momentum now as Jervis finds Elliott, who gets the ball to Connolly, who manages to wriggle past the defender and somehow the post keeps the ball out. That was the chance. Jervis and Towell combine and manage to find Connolly, whose tame shot goes wide. It's just not his day today. Thomas Asante picks the ball up in his own half and switches the ball out wide to Kapuska. He cuts inside and finds Gibson, who plays a delightful through ball to Connolly. He holds the ball up well and waits for support to arrive in the form of Gibson, who shoots and the keeper saves. The ball falls to Andrade, who somehow manages to hit the bar instead of scoring. It's just not our day. The final whistle blows and we've suffered defeat at the hand of Swindon Town. Try as we might, we just couldn't score today. The gap now is down to 7 points with 4 games to go. So after that defeat, there's not much time before our next game. Are we about to blow our title chances? Up next is a home game against Carlisle United. So this is how we're lining up today. The only change is Gibson comes in for Towell. We stick with a trusted formation for this match, and I'm sure we'll get the result this time that we require. So this is how Carlisle line up today. They're using an attacking 4-3-3 formation. Hopefully we can use it to our advantage, as we have done in the past. Not the greatest of starts from the kick-off, as a nervy Tanner runs the ball straight out of play. Pines chops down McCurdy and gives our way a free kick to Carlisle. Jones steps up to take it, but it's easily dealt with by Letterin in goal. Another mistake from Tanner leads to another chance for Carlisle, this time with Thomas firing just wide of the post. Another Carlisle attack, but Gibson manages to clear the ball to Jervis, who finds Andrade. He notices Tanner on the overlap and plays the ball into space for him. Tanner moves the ball forwards to Elliott, who's fortunate to find Connolly. His through ball to Jervis splits the Carlisle defence and he's through on goal, but no, the post denies us again. Free kick deep in our own half. Tanner finds Andrade, who is allowed to find Jervis in space. He plays the ball to Gibson, who finds Elliott. He slides the ball into Connolly's path. He shoots and forces a decent save from the keeper. Connolly in a deep position finds Kapuskud out wide. He sends a defence-splitting ball forwards to find Jervis. He selfishly squares the ball to Elliott, but he doesn't make it, and it takes a deflection off the defender, and it finds the back of the net. 1-0. Jervis will claim it, but it definitely go down as an own goal. Carlisle tried to bounce back straight away and suddenly turn into Barcelona as they start popping balls around, full of confidence. They try a few too many step overs, but we manage to clear the ball to safety. They continue with their impressive build-up play and keep piling on the pressure. It ends with Thomas looking to play in the strikers, but thankfully he is offside. So the half-time whistle blows, and after a nervy start we lead 1-0 thanks to that fortunate own goal. Carlisle kick off the second half and continue to pass the ball around with confidence. I think we need another goal here to be confident over the victory. Second half underway and Andre finds some space and cuts inside to find Elliott, who squares the ball to Jervis, who fires his shot straight at the keeper. Jervis and Gibson pass the ball between themselves until Jervis finds Elliott. He manages to play the ball to Connolly, who wriggles past his man and shoots wide. He just seems so unlucky in front of goal at present. Well, there's not a lot of action in the second half as we managed to pull off a nervy 1-0 win thanks to that own goal. We will take it as it means we're now one step closer to the title. The fans are in jubilant voice as the game ends here. Salford City 1, Carlisle United 0. So things are getting nervy. A win and we have won the league. Hopefully we can get the result we need in the next game. Coming up is the away trip to Leyton Orient. Here's how Leyton Orient line up today. They are shaping up with a 4-1-4-1 formation, with Wilkinson as the danger man up front. A few changes to the Salford lineup. Thomas Asante replaces Connolly and Towell comes in for Gibson as he needs a rest. O'Connor returns to the bench after his long layoff. Same formation as ever, A win here and the title is ours. Leyton Orient kick us off and start to pass the ball around nicely. Free kick deep in our own half. Gomez finds Towel in the middle of the park. He runs forward and finds Andrade out wide. He gets to the byline and puts the cross in, which gets deflected and Elliott side foots it home. 1-0, just the start we needed. Towel picks up possession in the middle of the park. He finds Kapuska, who finds Jervis. He spreads the ball out to Andrade, who dangerously runs into the box. He pulls the ball back for Jervis, whose shot is saved by the keeper. Orient muster their first major attack of the game, but Jervis cynically commits a foul and it results in a straight red. We're now going to have to play the rest of the game with 10 men. Just before half time, Orient are trying to make the man advantage count as McNuff runs the ball down the wing. He somehow manages to find his way past Gomez and puts the ball into the box. Wilkinson manages to outjump Tanner and heads home to make it 1-1. What a sucker punch that is just before half time. The whistle blows and that ends an action-packed first half. We're all square at the break. Thankfully also Colchester are drawing, so as it stands, we will be champions. Tactical change at the break. O'Connor replaces Thomas Asante. We are immediately on the front foot as Tanner finds Andre down the right. He plays the ball back to Towell, who in turn finds O'Connor, who blasts his shot narrowly over. What a return that would have been. Wilkinson is causing all sorts of problems by dropping deep. He plays a nice 1-2 with Clay, who finds McNuff out wide. The ball finds its way back to Clay, who shoots, but thankfully Pines is back to block the shot. Elliott picks up the ball from O'Connor's headed clearance. He plays the ball to Kapuska, who plays it through to O'Connor. He threads the ball through to Andre, who makes it to the byline, but instead of crossing, cuts the ball back to Towell, who blasts over. Lovely play again, and this time the move starts off by Toure. He finds Towell and there's nice quick passing, and then the ball finds its way through to Elliott in the box, who again shoots over the bar. O'Connor runs with the ball and cuts back to find Hunter, who forces a great save from the keeper. The resulting corner causes a scramble in the box, but it's cleared, and the final whistle blows. The fans and players go wild. We have done it. We are champions. The game ends 1-1, but we are celebrating tonight as we are going up. So we have completed our objective of winning the league. It's now time to start planning for next season. We will need to have a look and see where we need to strengthen in the team, and I'm sure there will be departures from the squad as well. Up next is the final home game of the season against Morecambe. We have made a few changes for the match. Conor replaces suspended Jervis. McFarlane starts in goal as he may just be our first choice keeper next season. Same formation as always, as it's done us so well this season. Here's the lineup for Morecambe. They're currently in risk of relegation, so we cannot underestimate them. They are lining up in an attacking 4-3-3 formation. It looks like they're going to try and go for the win today. We start the game off by getting a feel for the ball and pass the ball around, but without any purpose. Good build-up play from Morecambe as Miller forces a fine save for McFarlane. The resulting corner leads to another comfortable save for McFarlane. Tanner brings the ball out from the back and finds Elliott. He then finds Thomas Asante, who then plays the ball to Connolly. He's about to shoot, but the defender makes a last-ditch tackle. Torre finds Connolly in space. He plays a 1-2 with Elliott and smashes a shot against the crossbar. Morecambe then scramble the ball clear. The half-time whistle blows and it's 0-0 at the break. Hopefully a better performance in the second half. Morecambe kick off the second half. We get the ball back and Kapuska finds Towell in the centre. He plays the ball to Elliott, but he just can't get his shot away. Connolly picks up the ball deep. He finds Elliott, who plays it into Thomas Asante, who blasts his shot wide of the post. Andrade runs with the ball. He finds Elliott, who in turn finds Connolly. He gives Elliott back the ball. Elliott plays a through ball to Thomas Asante, who forces an excellent save from the keeper. The corner comes in and Elliott heads against the bar. There's a scramble in the box and Kapuska forces a fine save from the keeper. We have another corner and the ball is cleared to Hunter, who finds Andrade, who whips in another cross. It's cleared as far as Gomez, but he blasts over the bar from distance. Gibson plays a lovely ball wide out to Andrade. He cuts the ball back inside and finds Gibson, whose shot is blocked. But Thomas Asante is there to put the ball home. We lead 1-0. Morecambe get the game back underway. They try to get straight back level after a lovely long ball. McFarlane punches clear the cross, but the header back goes out of play. O'Connor picks the ball up in the Morecambe half. He finds Thomas Asante, who gives O'Connor the ball back. He then spots the runner Thomas Asante and his shot forces a good save from the keeper. The resulting corner is played in. Elliott rises again to head home. That makes it 2-0 now. The final whistle is blown and we've run out 2-0 winners in the final home game of the season. The fans and players will now have the time to celebrate together as we await the trophy presentation. So here's the moment the fans have been waiting for as they get to see the team lift the league title. It's been a long season, but this moment is when all the hard work has paid off. I'm sure the players and fans will be celebrating throughout the night. Up next is the final game of the season, an away trip to Cheltenham Town. Here's how Cheltenham Town will be lining up today. They are playing a 5-2-1-2 formation In previous encounters they didn't cause any problems, so hopefully that'll be the same again today. So here's the final lineup for Salford for the last game of the season. Jervis comes back into the team, so Connolly drops out, which is the only change. This is Tanner's last game as his loan spell is due to finish. Same formation as always, let's hope we can finish off the season in style. We win the ball back early after the kickoff. The ball is played to Tanner. Lovely play between Gibson, Jervis and Elliott, who forces a fine save from the keeper. Corner. The corner comes in and Elliott's there again to rise highest, to head home. 1-0. Come on, just the start we needed. Back on the attack again. Torre feeds Thomas Asante, who finds Elliott. He plays Jervis in, but his shot is saved. Thomas Asante picks up the loose ball and finds Jervis. Asante gets the ball back and squares the ball to Gibson, who places a low shot into the back of net. 2-0, come on! Cheltenham kick off and mount their first real attack. It's some nice play, but the ball eventually ends up over the bar. So the half-time whistle blows and we're comfortably leading 2-0 at half-time. Will there be more goals in the second half? Torre's ball finds Thomas Asante. He plays a quick ball out to Kapuska and he's away. He crosses and Jervis smashes in from close range. 3-0. Come on. Jervis has the ball in the middle of the park. He finds Gibson, who runs forward and finds Elliott. He gives the ball back to Gibson, who spots the run of Jervis. His shot cannons off the post and that would have been some goal. We managed to pick up the loose ball and work it back to Jervis, who gets his reward and makes it 4-0. Jervis has been outstanding today. Some lovely play from Cheltenham as they move the ball forward. Our defence is at 6s and 7 and it results in a consolation goal for them. Gutted we didn't keep the clean sheet. So the final whistle blows and we finish off the season in an emphatic 4-1 victory. It's been a good season. I'm looking forward to the next one. So the season objective was complete and we win the league by 7 points and have managed to gain a total of 103 points. It's been a really good season and I'm really looking forward to see what next season has in store for Salford City FC. Now that's the end of the episode and the first series of the RTG. Join us next episode when we start life in League One. What will the transfer budget be? Who will we sign? Can we get George Tanner back on loan? Will it be a hard struggle in League One? Don't forget to smash a like on the video and leave a comment down below. Until next time, goodbye.